Hello beautiful people, welcome once again to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to cut a male kaftan shirt, native shirt. So it's a well detailed tutorial, so please watch to the end and do not skip any parts. So guys, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you are a newbie, please like and follow or subscribe to my channel. God bless you as you do that. So let's get straight to the tutorial. So first thing first, you fold your fabric using the biggest part of the body, which is the hip. So the hip, I'm going to be dividing my hip into 4. Then I'll add 2 inches sewing allowance, 1 inches weaving allowance, and 2 inches for the side opening, which is called the veins. The men's wear, the side is usually open, so you have like an opening by the side. So in total, I'm going to be folding my fabric using 16 inches on fold, as you can see in the video. So after that, next is to get the length. So the length will be 40 inches for the front. So remember, we're cutting the front first. So I'm just going to mark my length of 40 inches for the front. Then the back, if you're cutting the back, you add 4 inches to that 40 inches, which will be 44. That 4 inches you're adding for the back will be for the shoulder slant. Remember, the way of cutting a men's shirt is different from the way you cut a woman's shirt. So the front will be 40 inches in length, while the back will be 44 inches. You add 4 more inches to it. So you just follow exactly what I'm doing. So this is how you cut your front bodies and your back bodies. So first thing, I'm cutting the front bodies. So my length is 40 inches. So I'm just going to take my measurement to be sure before cutting this out. So I'm just going to cut it out. So this is the front part, as you can see. So I've cut length of 40 inches and a width of 16 inches on fold. So for the back, you're going to fold it like so, as you can see me doing in the video. After folding, I'll take my length. So remember, the front I use 40 inches, so the back I'm going to be using 44 inches. I'll add 4 more inches to it. I'm just going to mark my back like so, as you can see me doing in the video. So I'll take my measurements to be sure I'm on the right part. Then on the width area, same thing, 16 inches. You're just going to take your measurements and do this gently to be sure. After doing that, you cut. So after cutting, this is the back. So you're going to place the front on top of the back. So the back is laying on the table like so. So I'm going to place my front on top, as you can see me doing in the video, and make sure they are equal. After doing this, you iron it very well to make it smooth and neat. So I'm just going to take my ironing and make sure there are no rough edges. Iron it very well. You can see the back is under while the front is on top of it. So next, you're going to be doing your shoulder slant. You go down by 4 inches, as you can see me doing in the video. From that edge, go down by 4 inches like so. Mark your 4 inches, then you connect it to the other edge of it. As you can see where my hand is pointing, you just connect like so with your ruler, straight ruler. So this is the shoulder slant. So you're just going to connect it like so, 4 inches to that point, and connect. So after connecting this, you cut this out, just as you can see me doing in the video. Follow exactly what I'm doing in the video. Just cut that out. So you can see the back and the front are together. I placed them together, then went down by 4 inches shoulder slant, then I cut that out. So after cutting, I'm going to drag this front, just as you can see me doing in the video. Drag this front to meet the down part of the back, just like so, as you can see me doing in the video. Then make sure it's straight, they are well straight, and then you iron the rough part. So just iron it, as you can see me doing. Iron it very well and make sure it's smooth and no any lumps or whatever. So after doing that, at this front part where you can see me doing the front, that's the front, I'm just going to go down by 1 inches. I'm going now, sorry, by half an inch. I'm going down by half an inch because I want to lap the back on top of the front. So remember, the back is is under while the front is on top. I'm just going to go down by half an inch from the edge of the front, as you can see me doing in the video, by half an inch. I'll connect these lines together, then lap the back on top of the front. As you can see, this is the back, so I'm just going to lap it on top of the front like so. You lap it like so. So this is the shoulder slant area. You want it to sit very well and make sure it's well placed before you iron it, because that ironing is going to be like a mark when you are done, so it will sit well. So I'm just going to place it like so. Make sure I'm on the right point. After doing that, then I'm going to iron it again, iron it down, iron everywhere so you can get that smooth surface before you take your shoulder slants, your armhole and neck points. So next is to take your shoulder to shoulder. So you divide your shoulder to shoulder. In this case is 20 divided by 2. I'm just going to mark that down. 10. Then I'm going to add half an inch sewing allowance or joining allowance to it, so that will be 10.5. so that's my shoulder point. Then next is to take your round armhole. So you take your round armhole, after measuring it on your client, you divide that by 2, or you can use your shoulder to shoulder figure 10 inches and mark that also work. So I'm just going to roll this line straight to that point. So this is my armhole point. So after taking your shoulder to shoulder, you can still use that same figure for your armhole, or you take your exact measurement of your client's armhole, divide that by 2. So either one will work. So next is for us to get the midpoint. We're trying to create our armhole curve. So you get the midpoint of that area, divide that by 2. Sorry, after dividing it by 2, mine was 10 divided by 2, I got 5 as the midpoint. So I'm going to go in by 1 inches. Then I'll create my armhole curve, as you can see me doing in the video. But at this line where you create your armhole curve, you're supposed to take your chest measurement, so you'll be sure where that point will meet. So you're just going to mark it like so and connect using your armhole curve to create your armhole. So this is my armhole. I've gotten my armhole. So after doing that, at this down point, as you can see me pointing in the video, I'll go up by 2 inches. These 2 inches I'm going up for is for the folding that I'll use to fold the edge of the shirts. So you go up by 2 inches folding allowance. This is 2 inches folding allowance. Then at that point where I went up by 2 inches, I'm going to be using 8 inches as the vents. Remember, vents, the opening by the side, or you can call it side opening. So I'll go up by 8 inches. So this place where I went up by 8 inches, that's where I'll be taking my round hip measurement, so it can move freely for the clients in that area. So next, from that shoulder to the tummy area is 17 inches. You can take your measurements of your client just the same way you take your vertical measurements on a woman, the same thing for the men. So from the shoulder to the tummy area, which is your vertical line, your straight line, is 17 inches. So take your measurement on your clients. Do not work with mine. So you take the round measurements. The round measurements for these clients here is 43. So that 43, I'll divide it by 4 and add sewing allowance. So I'm going to take my chest measurement first, divide my chest, 46 divided by 4, then add 2 inches sewing allowance. So I'm just going to mark it like so. So when I'm doing the shaping, I'll get my exact chest measurement. So you need to leave allowance for your sewing and your weaving and all of that things. So I'll add 2 inches sewing allowance, as you can see me doing in the video. Next is to take the round tummy measurement, 43 divided by 4. Then I'm going to add 2 inches sewing allowance, as you can see me doing. So I'm just going to mark that down. Then I'll connect from the chest to the tummy area like so. So next is for us to get the down part. So this up point where I went up by 8 inches, as you can see, the point where I went upwards by 8 inches, I'm going to be taking my hip measurement there. So the hip is 47. So I'm just going to divide 47 by 4 like so. Then I'll use my measuring tape to do my division. Then I'm just going to mark it, as you can see me doing in the video. So that's the point I'm going to mark my hip measurement, the point where I came up by 8 inches. On that line, I'm just going to mark it like so, then add my sewing allowance, then I'll connect from the chest to the tummy area, from the tummy area to the hip area, like so. So this is how it's going to be. I'm just going to connect, then take it to meet the 8 inches vent opening, like so. So you're going to have something like this, a shape like this. So remember, we're cutting the back and the front together. So this is how it's going to be, easy peasy. So I'm just going to leave half an inch sewing allowance. That will be for maybe for the weaving. So when I'm done shaping the dress, shaping the shirts, then I will get my exact chest measurements, waist measurements, and hip measurements. So the allowance will just be for future purpose, like if the clients want adjustment or so. So next for us to get the round neck. So the round neck is 17 inches. So 17 divided by 2 will give us 8.5. So I'm going to be using a width of 3 inches, then a length of 4 inches. So first of all, I need to cut out this triangular shape out so I can get a perfect shape for the neck. So I'll use a depth of 3.5 first. Then if it's not up to the 8.5 inches, when I might measure it round, then I'll shape it back. I'm not going to measure it like so. Just use my armhole curve to connect the lines, as you can see me doing in the video. So I'll connect it like so. After connecting, I'll take my measuring tape and measure to be sure that I'm on that 8.5. If it's not up to the 8.5, I'll reduce the width or increase the width. So I'll take my measurements like so and just use my ruler to measure if I got 8.5. So after getting the accurate figure, I'm just going to cut this out. So remember to raise the front part up when you're cutting it. Do not cut the back and the front together when you're cutting the neck. You raise the front part up like so, as you can see me doing. See, I've cut out the front part, then this is the back. Then I'm just going to cut the back like so. You will not cut them together. You first of all raise the upper part, sorry, the front part up, then cut the neck before cutting the back. If you cut it together, then you are doing a different thing. So take note of that. So I'm just going to cut my neck like so. So after cutting the neckline, so this is how it's going to look. So I'm just going to cut the other areas, cut the armhole, the side, the vent area. So I'm just going to cut this out. So after cutting, you'll be having something like this. So that is it. Very easy on how to cut a male kaftan shirt. So guys, this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in my next tutorial. This is just a cutting tutorial, so hopefully we do the sewing tutorial next time. So guys, thank you so much, and see you in my next video. Bye and stay blessed.